Hey everybody, I'm out here in Smokerise on the east side of Flagstaff today, and I want to give you a tour of this neighborhood. This neighborhood, you're going to find homes in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. It's a little small pocket that not a lot of people know about in Flagstaff, looking for homes under 500. So we're going to get into the video right now. This is Jason with the Shafor real estate team here in Flagstaff, Arizona. And if you're looking to learn everything there is to know about living, working, playing right here in Flagstaff, then make sure you tap that subscribe button. That way you're notified every time we do a new video. And honestly, we get people calling us every day who are relocating here in Flagstaff, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming here to stay, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We just want you to know that we got your back when it comes to moving right here in Flagstaff. So here I am I'm in the heart of Smokerise. This neighborhood right here was built in the late 70s, early 80s. There's going to be a variety. They're mainly single story homes. Most everything's 2,000 square feet and under. They did build some 2 stories in here, but take a look right here. You can kind of see we're at the east side, and I'm going to just give you a little scroll over here, give you a visual. You see we're kind of at the base of Mount Eldon here. You can see the towers up there. See, we've got some 2-story homes in here. Cold beer. These are some of the larger homes that we'll find in the neighborhood, but there's no HOA in here. You can tell by the color of that house. Let's kind of walk you guys down the street here so you can get a feel of it. Now, as I'm walking down the street here, you might notice in the background this mountain. That's called Sheep's Hill, and they mine cinders off that mountain. So one thing about this neighborhood is you're going to have, you can see the dust coming off right there. You're gonna have some of that dust and debris and a little bit of noise in the neighborhood. Something you want to consider before you're making a move here. But let's just walk down the road and give everyone kind of a glimpse of what these homes look like. So it's not laid out on a grid. This is typically the style of homes you're going to find throughout the neighborhood. And we'll take a drive around. And then inside here, to connect it to Smokerise, is actually going to be a couple of there's a couple of small enclave little communities in here. There's a mobile home park, Timber Sky Village, and another new one that's going to be right up the street up here. We'll go take a look at that one. This is actually a house that we sold last year on our team. One of our clients right here bought this house. It was all remodeled on the inside, in great shape. Just kind of a walk. You can see all these trees. One thing I'll say is this, like I talk about with older homes and neighborhoods, this tree root was actually in the sewer line, so we had to give that rooted out. So always camera your lines. That house, perfect example as I'm walking by. But you can see you can park trailers, boats. They got larger lots, city sidewalks and streets, everything like that in the neighborhood. So that's kind of a walkthrough of just some of the houses that you guys can see. Let's hop in the truck. I'm gonna shoot over to the park. Let's take a look at the community park. Well, we just made it down the street. We just pulled up here. I wanna show you guys, just give you a little preview of what the park is here. Not every community or neighborhood has a park, but Smokerise does, so. Super nice community park here. Basketball hoop. See some more of the houses that are in the area. There's a better view of Sheep's Hill. I remember when I was a kid, it was a little bit taller than that. They're starting to take it down. It's really starting to go away. So And of course, you can zoom back this way. You can see Mount Eldon right there. So overall, let's talk about Smokerise a little bit. Who is this neighborhood ideal for? This neighborhood is going to be ideal for first-time home buyers, young families, people moving here just looking to get started. Also, if you're an investor, this would make it great for a long-term investment neighborhood. Rents hold strong in here. So those would be the two avatars that would be good for this neighborhood. I wouldn't really pick it as a second home destination. Some of the things that are close by here into Smokerise, you got the Flagstaff Mall that's close by, and you've got the Safeway Shopping Center that's also really close. Might be able to hear it. You hear 89 right there. It's a very busy highway, which takes you north to Utah, Lake Powell. So the one thing is, I'm sitting here, you might be able to hear it, is there is a little bit of road noise, a little bit of a nuisance right here. So you want to consider that if you're looking on the side of town. So now what I'm going to do is we just got out loaded up at the park. I'll give you guys a little driving tour, and we'll check out a couple of the other little enclaves that are in Smokerise, a couple other little subdivisions that are attached to it, and give you a little perspective of just what it's like in here. Hopefully you get a feel of the neighborhood as we're driving around. So this is a lot of what you'll find in here. Just homes like this, 3-bed, just single story with a garage. Really popular in here. Sitting here at the end of summer and going into the fall. Got a lot of mature landscaping in here. Take a right. Take you up to this new subdivision, and I don't know why. It's just not coming to me off the top of my head right now. They built 25 homes over here, and I know I'll figure the name shortly. I want to take you over to the new section that we have over here, and then we'll go back over to Timberview Village. Any idea what that looks like? It's Trails End, that's what we're at. So there's 89 there. So you can see kind of here's the edge of the subdivision, and as we look up, there's Sheep's Hill right here we talked about, but there's this nice little Trails End subdivision right here. 25, 30 lots that were built in here. So these are all 3-bed and 2-bed, 3 and 2 bed bath homes that were built. These are all pre-sold. Unfortunately, none are available anymore, but you can see how they changed. I mean, these are a lot smaller footprints. Lots are a little bit tighter in here. But it's not bad. If you're looking, this would be something you could consider for a second home. Take you guys all the way up and just give you a view of all of them. Someday there's some interesting land at the end here. I don't know if they'll ever get it developed. There's a lot of, I know we've got some developers look at it, but it's got some challenges to keep this road going and possibly develop some more like this. This is a lot of what you'll see Flagstaff going to. So you get up the hill here, we get a little view of Eldon. Really nice. You got the end of the cul-de-sac here. Hopefully someday we'll be able to build some more houses just like this, continue this on. The back side of Sheep's Hill. Kind of a nice view from right up here inside the subdivision here. But this is Trails End, and we're at the Trails End. You see, here's a nice home. This is one of their bigger models that they had. So people added garages. And they're still building away on these. I would say expect to see a lot of the newer construction will tend to look more like this as the future goes on, just because we don't have as much space. We need higher densities. so we can keep up with the demand of the people that are moving here. And unfortunately, the space, and just, we don't have it anymore. All right, so that's Trails End. I'm gonna take you guys over to Timber Village. Let's go over there, Timberline Village. We're gonna have to cross over the whole subdivision here. And that's gonna be mobile homes manufactured. So those homes we just went up at Trails End, those were in the 400 range when they were first being built. Now, given what the market conditions are, you're probably gonna be more in the 500-ish range. High 4s, low 5s. Still in line with what's here, but down here, even though these homes are older, you're gonna get a bigger lot, a little bit bigger house, a little more parking down in this area. But let's see, 4-way. Neighbor's got a big rig there. We'll go down Dodge right here. I'll go to the edge of this neighborhood so you guys can see what it is like with the heavy equipment up here. They've got it running right now as we're recording this, so you can have a look. I can't really hear it too bad from here. I know that they have a lot of rules that they have to follow as far as mining in that pit, with it being so close to these residences here. You see a lot of 2-stories that kind of started to get built in here too at the same time, but mostly a lot of single stories. Out, turns into big commercial lots here. We go over into Timberview Village here just to give you a little perspective, guys. So this is going to be mobile manufactured homes. This is where people can really get started in Flagstaff. You can find homes in here under $400,000 when they come for sale. You do own the land, which is nice. They're large lots. These are manufactured. Not all of them are put on. It's not like Railroad Springs where all these were put on a foundation. Not all of them were, so you got to be careful and watch it when it comes to financing these. Just a word to the wise, but not a bad area to start looking if you're down in the $300,000 to $400,000 range. This is what $300,000 to $400,000 gets you in Flagstaff, and some people are shocked by it, but it's the truth and the reality of where our market is, and it's my job to show it to you guys. So, but overall, this is a very nice mobile home subdivision. The yards are well kept. It's a little better than a lot of the other ones, like Christmas Tree across the street. So I just wanted to take a minute to show you guys all of these. I'm going to take a stop. I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Smokerise, give you a little idea of the area and the neighborhood a little bit better here on the east side of Flagstaff. And again, the avatar for this area is probably if you're a first-time home buyer, you don't need to be on the west side close to everything. Smokerise, definitely a neighborhood you want to check out.